Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we finally have ICEJADE, but not their pure version that I think can actually be very good, but the CRYSTRON version. So I've changed something compared to yesterday when we played deck on stream, so of course feel free to watch that if you want to have if you want to see the deck played live. But I'm gonna give you today some more replays, and of course I changed a little bit the deck list to adjust to because of course the more you play a deck, the more you understand what you need and what you need to change in order to improve it. But before jumping right to guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe and leave hype to this video. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. I'm here with ICEJADE. I know it feels kind of, I mean, in Italian it sounds like a very weird name, but it's not Italian, of course. ICEJADE. So it's ICEJADE and CRYSTRON. So for all the people that already watched the stream yesterday, the main changes come to cosmic cycling. So I gave up some of the CRYSTRON cards. So basically one less of the Sylphonir, one less of the Thistern, and one less of the Smeaker to play triple Cosmic Cyclone. Why is that? Simply because when you go second, this thing is nuts, and you already know that. I explained to you, because you can simply search the Cosmic Lore, you special summon it, and your opponent's board is completely shut down, because that's how it works. It says if you have the field spell that you don't see in the list because it's given to you by the skill, well, it says monsters your opponent controls can only activate their effects the turn they are summoned. So when it's your turn and you go second, of course all of the monsters on your opponent's board were summoned the previous turn, so they can't activate their effects anymore. And so what's the only thing that separates you from outtaking your opponent? Simply the back rows. That's why I'm playing triple Cosmic Cyclone. You can play the Typhoons as well, but yeah, that's why, because when you go second, this thing plus a couple of well-targeted Cosmic Cyclone can actually do the job. And yep, for the consistency, guys, you have so many searches. In terms of ICEJADE, you have the searcher from the skill, you have triple of the Cradle, and for the CRYSTRON part, you can basically turn any ICEJADE card into a CRYSTRON monster with the skill. But actually, let's start from the beginning. The skill says you can't play anything except the water monster, right? So what do you do with this? That's why we can play CRYSTRONs, right? Because they're water monsters, while instead from the extra deck you have no restriction, so you can play anything from the extra deck. When you go first, what happens actually at the beginning of your first turn, so even if you go second, you set the Cradle, that is the field spell, from outside your deck, so you actually don't need to play it, and you send an ICEJADE monster from your deck to the grave. And you have to send something you want to get back to your hand. Why? Because this thing on activation says when this card is activated, you can add one of your ICEJADE monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. So that it's basically another search with this skill. And the second effect instead says send one water monster from your hand to the graveyard, add one ICEJADE monster. But if you send an ICEJADE monster to grave instead, you can grab any water monster. So basically if you send an ICEJADE, you can search the CRYSTRON part. That's easy, right? That's super easy. And it's just once per duel, of course, and that's super nice. Now, starting from ICEJADE, they have a very nice combo within the archetype. They have this Cosmic Lore that special summon itself in defense position, and it's a floodgate, and he gives minus 1000 attack to all of your opponent's monsters when they battle an ICEJADE monster. And combined with this, it's simply like a super weapon. Why? Because Kingfisher can equip itself to the Cosmic Lore from the hand, and now you can actually have its effect to special summon itself and bounce one of your opponent's monster that has defense, that has attack less than or equal to the defense of this guy, and it's super easy. But the other thing is that this guy makes it so the Cosmic Lore can attack while in defense position, and while he does, you apply the defense for the damage calculation. That's beautiful. So basically this thing with 3k defense can go against any guy, I mean, that is 4k and less, because basically with the 1000 attack, the minus that it gives to all of your opponent's monsters, these can basically get on any 4k monsters your opponent controls. Wow. And keep in mind, you can use this effect of bouncing and then re-equipping it again, because the equip effect, it's not once per turn, while it is instead the bouncing. The bouncing is once per turn, but not the equipping effect. For the rest, we have the Agirine that you want to literally... It's the guy you want to send to grave if you have the Tremora already in hand, because Tremora is what allows you to have more special summon, because this says send this card from the hand to the grave, special summon any water monster. And this is what you want to special summon eventually to get a spell trap, an ICEJADE spell trap. Why? What are we looking for? We're looking for Erosion. Why? Because Erosion is an Omni negate. This says you can target a face-up card your opponent controls, destroy one ICEJADE monster you control, and if you do, negate that targeted card until the end of the turn. So Omni negation plus a very nice effect of floating, because this thing says if a water monster leaves the field except by being destroyed, you can special summon a water monster, actually an ICEJADE monster from your deck. So you have more stuff on the field. Last but not least, all of the water monster, all of the ICEJADE monster, except the Agirine, the level 10 and the level 9, so that means the level 5 and the level 4s, share the same effect from the grave. They have an effect on normal summon, or this guy actually can special summon stuff, but when they are in the grave, if a water monster is destroyed, you can banish them and special summon one ICEJADE monster from your end or graveyard. And that's super nice. And the rest, guys, is just CRYSTRON. Double Sulfonir to special summon itself and special summon a CRYSTRON monster from the deck. Paste Tavern to search by banishing from the grave. Smeagol to search the impact. A couple of C3 and a couple of Quen, because basically you can go into all of these synchro monsters you see here. You can exactly modulate the level, choose the monster you want to actually have the level you want for the synchro summon. And one Rosenix. And what else? Triple Cyclone, Triple Searcher, Double Impact, that's it. Now for the extra deck, you can easily go into ICEJADE. Now keep in mind, the Sulfonir alone means you can end on a side tree that can special summon ICEJADE during your opponent's turn. That's super easy. So if you have just Sulfonir, you special summon it, use its effect, pop itself, summon the Rosenix, use its effect, pop it, get the C3, and during your opponent's turn, C3 can revive the Rosenix, go into ICEJADE, and lock and actually stop the turn. Nothing can happen. You can't lose, because this says you take no damage. But as you will see in the replays, guys, there are more combos, super fun. The only thing I want to actually point out, guys, is that the duels are super long, as some of you already saw in the live streaming. So the duels are long, but they're super fun, as you will see. And nothing, sit back, enjoy it. And for the extra deck, double Trishula, CRYSTRON Quarion, Black Rose 2, wipe the field, Phoenix, ICEJADE, Quendux for the ACCEL synchro during your opponent's turn, not only with the C3 and the Quan, the Monoceros and the Amage. Because the Monoceros, just because it can come back, and he comes back, and if you have this on the field, you also have the summon of an ICEJADE, so you keep on having this guy on the field, and it's super nice. That's why I had it. And that's it for the explanation. Stay tuned for the replays to fully understand how to play this, and let's jump right into it. So guys, starting here from the rank up, as you can see, I was legend rank 4 here, and I'm actually about to rank up. So what's beautiful about this, I'm gonna spoil it to you. My opponent is about to scoop, but look at this incredible setup. So we started with, it has to go first, and we have a searcher with the ICEJADE Cradle. Now keep in mind, having this double C3 in hand is not the best thing, of course, right? But you can still work with it. So we started by sending the Agirine that you want to have in hand. Why? Because with the searcher, you got the Tremora that you want to keep in hand, and then you want to use the skill to discard the Agirine you just got back to search the Sylphoneer, right? So you have this thing in the grave. Then what you want to do is, before using the effect of Sylphoneer, you want to make sure that you use Tremora. You have Tremora in the grave. Why? Because Tremora will trigger itself from the grave once the Sylphoneer pops itself. So we summon the C-Tree with the effect of Tremora, then Sylphoneer special summon itself, pops itself, and because he pops itself, Tremora activates, because Tremora says, if a face-up water monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card and you special summon an ICEJADE monster from end or grave. So guess what? Who comes back? Comes back the Yugioh. So don't care about the field spell. I used it just because I was getting, actually, I didn't want the notification anymore. So with the Sylphoneer we got Smigger, and with the Tremora we got the Yugioh. Why Yugioh? Because on summon we got the Omni Negation, and then Smigger's effect to summon the Quan. 1+3 is Quaindox, and then we set a card, we special summon the Cosmoclore, and we're chilling. And you might think, wait, what can you even do with this? There are 2 tuners, this is level 10, what you can do. I'm gonna tell you what I can do. You can use the effect of C-Tree, and I was ready to do this. C-Tree, to use its effect, special summon a level 3, non-tuner, and you summon Amatrix. And then 5+4 ACCEL Synchro Summon of Quaindox to go into Phoenix, that banishes all of spell and trap cards your opponent controls and in the grave. Thus, all of this plus keeping the erosion ready. So, because basically the erosion is to negate the branding in red, and all of these effect to banish the theater. And that's exactly what we were preparing for. It started with the branded opening, as you can see here, to get the Dramaturgy of Daspia. He's got the Aluber as well, to get a trap card. Now he sets 2, he plays the theater, and I was ready. I was about to go for this, and he scooped. But just to show you one of the setup you can have, as you can see from the glowing background, I actually ranked up to Legend rank 5. With this stack from Legend rank 4 to 5. There you go. Second duel, this was my... like the most random deck I ever faced. Like, look at this. Like, this thing is crazy, and the fact that we could survive through all of these random cards, it's what I loved about this deck. It feels like it's prepared for everything to come. Like, it's insane. So he started with the Fairy Cheer Girl. He's got the Sarseraph, so it's got a draw, Sovereignty. Let's speed things up. It's gonna end on Leo. So, of course, Utopia double. Of course, the double or nothing. It goes into Leo. It makes the Leo actually untargetable. Double set, and it's done. Now it's us to go. We started by looking for the Cosmoclore just to basically shut down the Leo, right? The Leo's effect. It's got the Power Sync Stone, so that's a problem. We started with the boy, so no Leo's effect can be activated. We got also the level 9, so we equipped it. And also we special summon it to bounce the Fairy Chi, because keep in mind this thing cannot be special summoned. But now, because there were... now I wanted to equip this back, right? But it's got double magical arm bind. Dude, what are we talking about? I don't know. He tributed his monsters and he goes stealing mine. But I still have the CRYSTRON part, right? So I summon the Sylphoneer and I get the Tistevern, the Tristan's effect. I got the Rosenix there, but I can't use any other effect because of Power Sync Stone, so I just have to wait. Now, even though, I mean, yes, Night Beam, but keep in mind, even though we didn't have any ICEJADE monster for the Omni Negation, this still gives you a nice float. That's why I said it anyway. But it's got the Night Beam, another random card. Then he keeps my monsters, but I think he forgot that in the end phase they come back to me. So he's going into the skill to go, of course, into double level 4. He searches for the rank up magic, spell card, and at this point he starts with another Fairy Cheer Girl, uses its effect, gets the thing, and once he draw, he basically negates everything, because now the Power Sync Stone has 2 counters on it, and then he just attacks. That's totally fine, because in the end phase, the boy comes back to me. Now it's us to go, and we got the Impact to begin with, then we got the summon of the Queen, and that was a mistake because I have lethal, guys. I forgot that. I could have just summoned Fister and I would have lethal there. That was just a misplay. Like, look at this. Stained Glass of Light and Dark, the most random duel you'll ever see. So this guy draws 3 cards and then plays 2 because he controls a fairy cheer girl. Then I'm attacking, but I don't have lethal because I didn't summon Thesaurus as a. But I had this guy. I forgot I had lethal. I didn't notice. I had this guy because you will see I can actually do stuff. Now I can trigger its power Sync Stone during his turn. So he went with the 2 monsters on the field with the skill. As soon as he flips 1, Quan to begin with, getting the card from hand, going into Queen Duck's first Power Sync Stone, and then Impact to get the level 3 so that Queen Ducks can activate its effect, go into Monoceros, and then both the tokens are there, so all of his monsters are without effect. And in fact, the Exceeder Knight cannot activate its effect. And now that it's my turn, he can't use the effect of Exceeder Knight anymore because there's Cosmoclore that says that your opponent's monsters can activate their effects only when they are the turn they are summoned. So we're chilling now. As soon as you activate Eagle Booster, we're chilling. It's unaffected, but it does not have 3 spells in grave, so this can be destroyed by battle. At this point, I don't care about nothing. I'm just attacking, going for lethal. What a crazy duel this thing was. I don't know. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Third duel against Rebecca Hawkins. With the Guardian Angel's Charity skill. I think it's actually... we have to try that and try some spies. We have to see. So this one is played with Wind Dragons, with the Dragonity Armagram. It's got the a couple of cards in hand. It's got the 2 level 6 to go into the Erratic Dragon. It's got the Chamber, another draw with the spell card, Graceful Charity, and then the special summon on Armagram to go into Masquerade. Then the so he has some stuff here. So this can ACCEL Link Summon. These can bounce and summon a guy that can pop 2 cards, 3 sets, and a yellow boy. So we started with our Floodgate, and that's exactly what we did. So we special summoned the Cosmoclore, and now nothing can happen. What this means is that with the Cosmoclore on the field, Masquerena cannot use its effect. Erratic Seal cannot use its effect. It's just about the back rows. So I started with the effect getting an Aegirine because I just have all of the tuners in hand, not the best hand. And then I used the Cradle just to decrease their attack. He's got the Drawn and Lock board, but who cares? We can just attack. He's got Book of Eclipse though. And now that there's Book of Eclipse, I can't draw because of a Draw and Lock. That was such a good move. And he's got part of Avarice to draw again. Keep in mind, we have the Omni Negation ready eventually. And still, these 2 guys cannot use their effect. He's got the Dragoniki Armagram special summon on the field. He can just negate the effect of a monster. I used Cradle to decrease their attack, then Stomping Destruction on the Continuous Trap. And I negate that because I want to keep it as just to have like a sort of a floating effect. We got the Unicorn here to use its effect, shuffle that, and Erosion activate. So we can summon the Cosmoclore back again on the field, and then he scooped. He just waited, he scooped. Next turn, keep in mind, we actually could have tried to do something like having the CRYSTRON monster on the field and at least have the Amatrix on the field. But the Cosmoclore here just did the job. That's how you do, my boys. There you go. I think this was the 4th duel. Where are we playing against? It's us to go. I don't know what we're playing against. But we have actually a very good hand. We started with the Aegirine. You basically need 1 ICEJADE monster in hand. If he's Tremora is better, and any of these guys, it's just fine. So we started with the milling the Aegirine to get the Sylphener, then the Cradle to get the Tremora, and here you have the full combo. So Tremora to special summon first a level 3, then Sylphener's effect to special summon itself, pop itself, and go into use also the effect of Tremora. Again, I just use the Cradle here to don't have the prompt anymore. So Tremora summons Egirine, and then Sulfenir summons the Rosenix. Then Egirine looks for the Omni Negation, but it's got effect failure, and that's fine. At this point, Rosenix pop itself to summon the level 1. 1 plus 3 is Quaindox, and then you got Thisteren from the grave to get the C3, and then Smeagol from the grave to get the impact. So now we summon the C3, get the impact, and we're ready. Now you have so many options here. You can go this summoning a level 4 to go into the powered Injectron, and you already stop there, like you can't take damage. Or you can use the impact to have CRYSTRON Quarium Gandrax, because if you revive the level 3, you can just use Quaindox 4 plus 2 plus 3. Actually, I already have it to go into Quarion, so you have a lot of options here. So it's actually a mirror match, but he's playing the version with the floodgates, with the ice barriers. So I used the effect of 3-3 to go straight away into powered injection. So I said, you know what? I can't lose this turn. At this point, he's going with the Cradle. He's got the Keep here, so he can actually bounce a monster to target my only Ice Jade monster, and that's fine. He's got the Ice Barrier to his hand, Tremora to special summon it. And this is one of the floodgate that says that if I activate an effect, I have to discard a card, otherwise the effect is negated. At this point, I use that to lower their attack. And he's got the normal summon of Egirine to get the erosion as well. And his battling is attacking, and that's fine. Quaindox effect summons the Sulfenir, and we're good. So, impact here to summon the Thisteren, right? Then, Thisteren's effect, I have to discard, and I summon the level 1, and I misplayed, because I miscalculated, guys. I wanted to go into Trishula, the level 11, but I had C6 and 5, so I couldn't do anything, so that was just a misplay, and I'm just attacking here. He's got the effect of Egirine here. It didn't negate anything, at least for now. That's just fine, I guess. At this point, everything in attack, he's going for Cradle. I feel safe because I dropped the defense to 0 there. So he's attacking to pop itself, wow, so that he can special summon it back. And then the other attack, Sulfenir though, summons something else, and then he popped the Quan. That's fine, we still have the Sulfenir on the field. Now this turn to get a level 2, and Sulfenir's effect to summon itself and pop it. So we summon now the level 3. We got the Cradle to lower the attack, and then 2 plus 5 into Monoceros. At this point is Meager to get the impact, and we're just attacking there. I didn't go, guys, into the Black Rose because I didn't want to pop my own Cradle as well. So it still has the Omni Negation though that is not using. It's got the Cradle as well, the Cradle effect as well, but I can use mine. He negated mine, so now it comes the Omni Negation, and at this point that can become a problem. So now I can just attack. He bounced my monster, and then he's attacking, but I got the impact to summon the C3. C3 can use its effect, and I have to discard a card because of the boy. Here comes Amatrix to put everything in defense, and I have to discard a card to activate that, and we're chilling, we're still safe. At this point, we summon Tremora, and we use Cradle here, and then Thisteren to get this Meager, Sulfenir to special summon itself. Guess what happens now? We pop the other guy, and we got the effect of Acti to special summon an effect. I don't know why I used Erosion, but again, I'm just going into a level 9, into the level 9 boy. And the Kingfisher here effect was just negated. At this point, I'm attacking and getting rid of that. I was looking for the level 1, guys, but I couldn't bring that out. Book of Eclipse to flip down everything, just to reset the defense, guys. That's why it was done. Now he popped itself, not sure why. Another Sulfenir again. We draw some more cards, and now we got the special summon of the level 10, Cradle to decrease. He used his Cradle as well, because now he has no Omni Negation because he's got no Ice Jade monster on the field. We keep so we can attack while in defense position, and we end these force. Now, Between Crystron's and Ice Jade, I don't know how much floating we have, so it feels like we can never die. Like it gave me one of those feelings like Shadows, like you keep on summoning monsters and you don't ever stop. That's how you do, my boys. There you go. Brace yourself, because the longest duel is coming with an epic final. So Odeon, so you just expect traps to be there. Ice Jade Ripple to begin with. We got the Tremora because we won that. There you go. And then the Ripple to mill the Sylphoner because we already have the Sylphoner, so we're looking for the other part of the combo. So Tremora to summon the Thistvern, then Sylphoner that summons itself, and then of course summons also triggers Tremora as well, so we can summon the Aegirine. Sylphoner summons the Rosenix, Aegirine to get the Erosion, and then Rosenix to pop itself and go into the level 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. I should have put this in attack position, but still. Quaindax and then Thistvern to get the level 2. Then we normal summon, then we set the Erosion. We're just attacking for 500. We could have done some more damage. We know he has something there, right? So there's no secret there. So it's got the Lord of the Heavenly Prison and Ross. So I misplayed because I left 3 monsters on the field. Very bad start. But Erosion activates a fact of floating, so we got an ICEJADE monster that on summon discards the Sylphoner, and he decided to use impermanence to not let me draw. That was a little bit rude. He's got Eldritch though, and we decided to negate the Erosion because we thought he was about to send the Erosion to grave with this effect. And instead he just summoned the boy, then the Golden Land has to summon the Scarlet Sungin, and then he can't attack this guy, right? At this point, Sylphoner, special summon, it's got the Sungin here to use its effect, and special summon another Eldritch, and Sylphoner pops itself. Acti banish itself and special summon an ICEJADE monster, so we got the Aegirine to look for the Cradle, and we got also the Thistvern. We used the Cradle to gather the Cosmoclore and Thistvern to pop the Ra and get the level 2 Needle Sealing, but Erosion can just negate that. Goodbye to Needle Sealing, and now we are chilling. So he's got the Sungin again to get the Golden Land, and then he's just attacking now. Battle phase though, C3 to summon the level 4, so we got the Inzektron. Guess what? We can't lose, we can't take damage. Plus Cradle here to decrease their attack, so they can't basically go over my boy. At this point, Cradle again to get the level 9, and we do have the combo. First Meager to get the impact, and then level 10 special summon. Actually, first went into level 1. He's got the Golden Land to pop the... To pop what, actually? To pop the Inzektron, and I went 1 plus 3 into Quaindax. Then I went with the level 10, level 9, equipping, and now I'm just attacking. And I didn't set this, guys, because if you see this live, I was low on time. I could have actually used this effect, bounce something, and then re-equip, but I had literally 0 time. It was just like a run against time, a race against time. So yes, all of the trap cards back again. It's got the deity to negate stuff, and he decided to negate the Erosion just until the end of the turn. Then he popped that, and I used the Cradle to just lower their attack. He's got the Eldritch back again to his end. He special summon it. It goes into the Gangari die that discard that detach and pop, but impact negates and saves Quaindax. At this point, 3 more sets. He can't attack with this, the turning activities effect, so he has to wait. At this point, it has to go Thistvern to look for Smeagol. Sylphoner to discard and get himself on the field using its effect. Cradle also to decrease their attack. And at this point, we got the Thistvern. It's got the deity again to negate the boy. We don't care. 4 plus 3 is Black Rose Dragone, popping everything. And now Smeagol just attacking. We need 1000 more damage. He's got the Elixir of Black Awakening. This thing is not done yet. This is turn 9, dude. He sets his card and then Eldritch special summons itself by sending 1 trap card from the field to grave. Again, another trap is not done yet. Battle phase, impact to summon the C3. C3 is a fact to summon a level 3, so we can go into Amatrix, and Amatrix moves that to defense, so we're safe again. And now we're not done. this turn to get the Sulfenir. Tremora to special summon the Sulfenir. He's gone to the Conquistador to pop the Amatrix that special summons the level 1. Perfect. At this point, 1 plus 5 plus 3 is Trishula. Banish 1 from field, 1 from grave, the 2 Eldritch. And I bet it doesn't play any other copy of Eldritch. It just uses Cursed Eldland, but without Eldritch, all of his drop are just normal monster. So off turn, he scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. Dude, I told ya this was just so freaking long, but dude, this deck has so much power, so much. You can resist so much, but again, it's so tough to pilot. You're always gonna find yourself in trouble with time, guys. That's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.